had a little time, so I wanted to make this video for people and give you a little something to think about to help you change your mind about your approach for health and fitness. A lot of times when I'm talking to people about health and fitness, I'll get some story about how, they know what to do, but they just can't be consistent. Or they'll even tell me a story about how they were consistent one time and it was a lot of work. And I agree, it can be a lot of work, especially if you're starting and you're trying to do everything at once. So I want to give you a little tip here that can change your idea or change your approach to health and fitness. Just kind of switch how you think about things a little bit. I want you to think about getting in shape, losing weight, getting fit. I want you to think about that like learning how to play music. Now, when you learn how to play music, you don't learn full songs at a time. You learn notes, and then you learn chords, and then you put it all together, and now you're playing music. Now, if you had somebody that had never played an instrument in their entire life and told you that they wanted to learn how to play, let's say guitar, and they wanted to learn how to play an entire album in 1 week, you'd probably think that was completely unrealistic. Well, believe it or not, a lot of people do that same thing when it comes to health and fitness. They decide there's gonna be one day, they're gonna start it all. They're gonna get 8 hours of sleep, they're gonna meal prep 7 days a week, they're gonna work out 6 days a week, do the cardio, lift the heavy weights, cut out alcohol and sugar and porn and fun, and they're gonna do the red light therapy and the cold plunge. And it's all gonna start in one day. If somebody told you that, you'd probably look at them the same way. Very unrealistic, right? So I got a better plan for you, and we're gonna break it down just like playing music. So let's start with your nutrition. The easiest thing to do is just to get into a rhythm. I usually recommend to people get 3 meals or 3 meals and 1 snack during the day. And when you're starting out, don't worry about how many macros you're in anything or if food is Bobby approved or not. Just focus on consistent meals 3 times a day. That's your rhythm, right? Just like music. And here's one awesome thing about that is when you are consistently eating at the same times of the day, your body knows when to expect that energy coming in. So you're not, left craving weird things at weird times. Your energy is gonna be pretty balanced during the day, and it's gonna cut down on your decision fatigue, which is a real thing, by the way. And then once you get that down, you can add in a little bit more complexity. You can start thinking about choosing healthier foods instead of less healthy foods. We can even start incorporating portion sizes without calculating. Something like a hand portion works really good. And then you can really dial in and you can count your calories and you can count your macros if you want. But the point is that you start easy and then you add in the complexity. But here's another cool twist about that. There's myself and a lot of other people included that don't even count calories or macros anymore because we've got good at prioritizing the important things. Things like protein with every meal, eating whole foods and making sure that your meals are balanced. And that way, I don't have to track every calorie and every macro all the time. It's kind of like learning how to play 4 chords and then realizing that those 4 chords actually show up in a hell of a lot of songs. You've come across a white dude with dreads that only knows 4 chords, yet he's strumming that guitar all day long. Be like the white dude with dreads. And workouts are kind of the same way. If you feel like you're looking at your workout on a sheet and you're trying to read music and you don't know how to read music, then your workout is too complicated, which makes it really hard to stay consistent. So this is what I recommend. We are naming this the 2-3 method today, officially. And it is my 2-3 method for starting out. You're gonna work out 2 to 3 days a week because ain't nobody making gains on 1 day a week. And 2 to 3 days a week should still fit into your busy schedule, all right? You're gonna do 2 to 3 exercises per muscle group, we'll call it. And we're gonna make this easy when it comes to muscle groups. You have push, you have pull, you have legs, and you have core. 2 to 3 exercises for push, 2 to 3 exercises for pull, 2 to 3 exercises for core, all right? Simple. That way you're getting in a full body workout every day, no skipping legs, all right? And then you're gonna do 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per exercise. That's enough that if you're brand new, you're gonna feel some strength gains, but it shouldn't leave you so sore that you're, hobbling down the stairs or that you have a rough time sitting down and getting up from the toilet. If you've been there, you know what I mean. So here's the overall picture here, all right? You gotta learn your notes before your chords, and then you can move on to your songs. Same thing with fitness, right? You build consistency with your diet and your workout, and then boom, you got a nice lifestyle change. And if you'd like to take this one step further, I'm gonna leave a link below with a free guide to help you out with food choices and portion sizes. So you can click that below. And if you want to hear about how an awesome sleep routine and food routine can help you out, I'm gonna leave that video right up here. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace.